What's happening, all you beautiful, beautiful people? First of all, I want to apologize for two things. Number one, no video from yesterday. I think the day before as well. I've been having a lot of issues with the Wi-Fi that I currently have. And if you live in South Africa, I use rain. So you know, we're waiting for fiber in the area. The other issue is if you see a random black spot go over my face like that, you can't see my face. I cut my finger and my bandage is green. It's also the right finger, so do what you want with that. It's censored. It's fine. Anyway, with that all being said, today is the wrap-up of Make Manchester Unite Great Again. We could potentially have one cup lift. Or actually, we could potentially have 0 cup lifts, or we could have 4 cup lifts. That's right, 4 competitions, 4 opportunities. We've got 4 games coming up. And then, yeah, let's see what happens. Right, before we start off on anything, like I said, we have 4 potential cup games, potentially 4. First one is a confirmed we will get. It is the Carabao Cup final. We're taking on Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. Of course, we won the Carabao Cup last season, I think it was. Or was it the FA Cup we won? I think it actually was the FA Cup. Where do we check past history? Stages. Last season. I don't know why it goes all the... We did not win it. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup the last season, and we're taking them on this time. We then have to take on Liverpool in the FA Cup quarterfinals. That means there's potentially 2 games. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play the Carabao Cup, and then we're coming all the way back. The minimum game we are coming back for is Wolves, probably, because that's when we could win the league. If we make it past Liverpool in the FA Cup, we could be getting an FA Cup match at the end if we go past the next round as well, because that's the quarters, then semis, then finals. And then in the Europa League, we have been drawn to take on Real Sociedad in the quarterfinals. So hopefully we can knock out those 2 as well, go to the semis and finals. So we'll find out together as we move along. I will come back to you guys when we need to. But let's look at the Liverpool game for the Carabao Cup. In starting, I've decided to go with a strongest team possible because I kind of want to win 4 trophies. I feel like that would make a huge, little check mark in my little repertoire. I think has been quite well said. We're going to talk about the team first. We've got Lamens in... No, we're not going to have Lamens. We're going to have Verbruggen in goals. We're going to talk a little bit about Verbruggen. Decent little start to the season, I think. 25 appearances, 29 conceded, 6 clean sheets. Not a bad little result from the young Belgian goalkeeper. The Dutch goalkeeper, rather. The Belgian goalkeeper, which is Lamens, hasn't had bad stats either this season in the Premier League as well. We can actually go, if you go to overview, go to this one, season stats. It's better. And then you can look at 5 appearances, 1 conceded, 4 clean sheets. He's been very, very good when called upon. In fact, he's been the Carabao Cup goalkeeper. You know what, Lamens, you can get the nod. You can be you can get that Carabao Cup. You've done the duty so far in the FA Cup and the Carabao. Why not? Then we've got Scalvani, De Ligt, and Yoro in the defense. We're going to go with our tried and trusted back 3. Finally, all 3 are 100% fit. Well, Yoro is not 100% fit, but I am going to start him either way. Mainly because Quaresma has a yellow card, and I don't want to get him suspended for the league. And I do have Heaven, who I could play there, but Heaven hasn't been great when started. Coming great off the bench is great. Midfield, midfield, we got Rachu and Angelino on the wings. Vertesi and Fernandez has found his form again. Bruno Fernandes scoring 9 goals, 7 assists this season. And then up front, we've been absolutely ruthless between these 3. Mateus Cunha, 17 goals, 8 assists. Yanis Constantelias, 22 goals, 10 assists. Benjamin Sesko, 27 goals, 5 assists. And if that is not enough, our backup players have also just done the deed when needed. Mbuga with 4 goals, 4 assists in the short games that he's played. He's been mainly injured for quite some time. Dole, 5 goals, 5 assists. Liam Foster, yeah, he's finally getting into it. Good old Lyle, finally getting into the stride of scoring some cracker goals. 14 goals, 2 assists. Finally getting into that frame of mind that we needed him to be. You can see has racked up 6 goals in the Premier League in 16 appearances, 4 goals in 3 appearances in the FA Cup, 4 goals, sorry, and then 1 goal in 4 appearances in the Carabao Cup. He's also scored 3 in the Europa League as well with 2 assists. He's been actually, as a backup striker, he has actually been exactly what you want him to be. Chip in with some goals and get everything that you need to do. And then I want to just give a shout out to our wingbacks. Rachu and Angelino, 16 assists for Rachu, 17 assists for Angelino. Been absolutely fantastic. Van der Bremt with 10 assists and Patrick Dorgu with 7. Those are backups. We've been very, very good. I've talked enough. Let's go to Wembley and taking on Liverpool. Right, here we go. Kickoff is underway. Last time out against Liverpool, we did draw against them in the Premier League. This time we're going to want a victory. We need a victory because I want to get some trophies and everything. I feel like if we get all 4 trophies that are available at the moment, I feel like we've made Manchester United great again. I do have a plan to see it because this is the last episode of me actually playing as Manchester United manager. And that is a little hint of what's going to come up in the next episode. But Isaac is now through on Liverpool. 1-on-1 with Lamans. Can't keep the clean sheet. Isaac scores his first goal in the Carabao Cup. That was a good breakaway from Liverpool. They caught Ratu in possession. Isaac beat the offside trap. And then a simple slot in home with his left foot on the left-hand side. Was a bit of a weird choice, but it worked for him. It worked for him. We're 1-0 down. And there's a kickoff highlight. Ratu. One thing I can say, though, we've been extremely resilient when it comes to facing adversity in this one, especially when we've gone down early. We somehow seem to always break back in. We come back harder. So I'm not too worried. It's an early goal from Liverpool. We have enough time to rebuild, restructure, and get forward again and keep to our game plan. You know, we haven't changed the attacking mentality. I changed it once and it didn't turn out well. We lost to Crystal Palace when I changed it. So don't do that. I have learned. Scalvani, De Ligt, goes across to Yoro. This is nice, patient build-up. Yoro taking his time on the ball, sees the gap, try to run forward. Scalvani back to De Ligt. Angelino is wide open on that wing, and he's found him there. Beautiful cross from De Ligt into the box. Mateus Cunha off the crossbar. And who's there to nod it home? Yanis Konstantelias. Let's go. Our young Greek is really, really stepped up this season. Absolutely phenomenal player. Mateus Cunha, though, looked like he was going to be out of the squad for some time. Konstantelias stepped in. Jarosz, their goalkeeper, I don't know what he was doing at the end there. But we absolutely smashed it home. I wonder why they're playing Jarosz in goals. I'm guessing Allison is injured and Mamadashvili is also injured. They've got both, and both are very good goalkeepers. So it's interesting that they've gone with Jarosz. Robertson, moving it forward. Gravenberch, back to Robinson. Got 3 on him. He's found the gap. Isak has broken the line again. I think that was offside. And yeah, there we go. Disallowed goal. They still haven't fixed that in the updated full version of the game, the offside thing. Although that's not VAR. They just showed that they've given the goal. No, okay, there we go. That was a bit weird. It said given the goal, and then yeah, he was offside. Okay. He was offside. We don't get lines anymore, though. That's one thing never going to get back. We just have to accept it in life. In terms of Liverpool, is their goalkeeper injured? Did it see something there? I didn't see anything that said their goalkeeper was injured. Konate goes back to McAllister. Wirtz. Good ball through to Salah. He's got Isaac in the box. He doesn't need him, and he can't hit the target without him. Maybe he did need him there. Liverpool are fighting. They're fighting. They're not going down, without a fight in this one, and that's 100% for them. We need to fight back harder, though. We need that second goal. And yeah, it could be with Bruno Fernandes. I miss Mohawk Bruno, but I don't miss Benjamin Sesko hitting in a goal after goal after goal after goal after goal. 28 goals for the season. Benjamin Sesko, beautiful header. There we go. I called it. I said this could be the goal. It is the goal. 2-1 up before halftime would be absolutely fantastic. Let's go. Verts with the free kick. Goes to the near post. Konate. Verts. Verts going forward. Taking it in. Bobbled around and... Yeah, okay. They equalized quite quickly, responding. That seems like to be the norm in this game now. It's whoever scores, they're going to have a quick response. Verts easily passed there for Fratesi and then just bobbled in. Larman's got the hand to it. It didn't go to one of our players. It went to Isak. He was in the right space at the right time. That's a little annoying. I'm not going to lie that they replied so quickly, but they have. Here we go. Angelino going to play it from the back, or midfield rather. Yoro has got the Lucht with him. They're putting on some pressure there. Isak is really lying on the last defender. Scalvani bringing it forward. Finding Rachu. Brings it down to the byline. Rachu's going to try and take the shot himself, and he's an idiot for doing that. I've taken off shoot more often for the wingbacks, and they're still doing it. So I think it's just in their nature to do it. Costantelias, good ball in for Shesko. Can't beat Konate. He read that well. Jonas to Van Dijk. Robertson. Going to bring it forward for Liverpool. Oh, Fratesi does well. Doesn't get fooled by the trickery. And Matheus Cunha absolutely ballooned that one. That was just a Muppet play from a Muppet player today. He's not having the greatest time. Although his header did hit the crossbar, which gave Costantelias his first goal. Half time, it is 2-2. Not exactly happy. We should be doing better. We should be winning this game. We conceded two defensive mistakes. I think we can break it down to. I don't think there's an individual that we can blame. I know Rachu gave it away in the first one, but I mean, Scalvani, De Ligt didn't get back in time. They should have. Second one was just a deflection that kind of just happened to fall at Isak's feet. We haven't played well, though. I can't say that we've played extremely well, but I think it is time to do some substitutions because the second half has almost come and gone without anything much happening. Matheus Cunha can come off. We bring on Mbuemo. Elsewhere, Fratesi not playing great. We're going to bring on Delgado to play there. I've been giving Delgado more and more time. Rachu not playing great as well. Van Brent come in there. We're going to make those 3 subs. Keeping an eye on Fernandez on a yellow. Does make me a little bit nervous, but we need that creativity from Bruno Fernandes. Brunosh he's playing all right. A 7-7. He's currently the best player on our side. Hopefully he can produce some magic. 15 minutes since the subs have happened. Angelino brings it forward for us. Fernandes. Matheus De Ligt. Delgado. Back to Scalvani. This is some nice play. This is good passing. Van der Bremt. Nice ball for Mbuemo. Looking for options in the box. He's going to take it on alone. Brian Mbuemo. I mean, he doesn't need help. Get in. Brian Mbuemo. Been suffering with injuries this season. And he could have maybe just scored the winner of the Carabao Cup. Beautiful little touch in there. I thought he was going to try and cross it to Shesko. Looked like he had some space. Mbwem was like, nah, bruh, I've got this. Tranquilo. Tranquilo, everybody. Tranquilo. That was a finish. That was an absolute smasher of a finish from Brian Mbuemo. And like in real life, Mbuemo is doing the business for United in the FM universe. Of course, this is a universe where Luis Enrique is the manager of Liverpool, by the way. I don't think I actually mentioned that. Van Brent looking for options. He's taking it into the box himself. He's finding Mbuemo. Van Brent! There you go. That's how you do it. Him and Mbuemo linking up beautifully there. Second time those two have linked up. Look at this pass here from Van Brent. It was actually smart to bring in Mbuemo. I thought he was going to shoot one time. Mbuemo just lined it up nicely. And then with the other foot, just slide it in. I think Yaros was confused there. He didn't realize which foot Van Brent was going to use, but decided to use his right foot instead. And what an inspired sub from the two from me. Like, I'm a genius. Van Brent and Mbuemo, bring it on. Even Delgado, man, a 6.9 from Delgado. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with this, and this is it. We are the campeones of the Carabao. It's an energy drink, I think. We don't have it in South Africa, so I don't know what it is. But there we go. We get our own little stage, a nice little sound. Let's go, ladies and gents. Carabao Cup champions. I'm not going to show the lift. I'm going to show the lift, but that's as quickly as I'm going to go with this one. We do have a lot of other football to get through. That's not Fernandez lifting the trophy for some reason. Who is that? Someone on the bench. I don't know why he's lifting the trophy, because, I mean, Fernandez is our captain, De Ligt is our vice-captain, so that's neither De Ligt nor Fernandez. I think it might be Fratesi, to be honest. I don't know why he's got the trophy, but there we go. We are the Carabao Cup champions. Right. Next time we see me, hopefully we'll be a champion of a different sort. Stay tuned. Well, guys, we're back. And we won the Premier League. We didn't get a title celebration. We needed to win. We needed Arsenal to drop at least 2 points or a draw for us to win. I didn't think Arsenal were going to drop points. Apparently, Arsenal did drop points. So there you go. They drew with Newcastle, which means we won the Premier League. Here you go. With 5 games left to spare. Making Manchester United great again. In other news, Birmingham got relegated as well. So there we go. 2 trophies are down. We've got a Europa League semi-final to contend with Copenhagen. And then we've got an FA Cup semi-final with Wolves to contend with. The other game in that one is Man City versus Lincoln. So I'm guessing Man City, Man United final. And in the Europa League, it's either going to be Juventus or PSV. 2 very tough games. We've got Copenhagen coming up. Going to play those off camera. Hopefully we get to a final. At least one more final, I think, would be great. But we've wrapped up the season. We've wrapped up the Carabao Cup. Let's get to more trophies. Hey, let's do it. Well, guys, I promised you 4 championships or 4 trophies. We've got 2 in the bag. We've got 92 points in the end in the Premier League, beating Arsenal, our closest rivals, with 76 points. We almost got a 20-point lead on them. We would have had that. We didn't lose our last game. We take a look at the team stats. 93 goals scored this season. I was aiming for that 100. Didn't quite get there. We also had the most shots, 4, which is nice to see there. And then player averages. Take a look at that. Rachu, the highest played average. Not in the Dream 11, by the way. Yeah. We did have 3 players in the Dream 11. Can find that for you quick. And here is the Dream 11. We've got Scalvani, Angelino, and Costantelius. 3 of them in the Dream 11. No Rachu. Apparently, Timber is a better player in the Premier League. I don't understand how with the 6.97 in 33 games. But he's there, and he wants to leave Arsenal, so because they're not giving him a new contract. So there's that going for us, which is nice. Also, one manager of the year, which is also amazing to see. And then I wanted to check Premier League quick. When we look at this, I wanted to just show you we weren't really close in the goals. I think Benjamin Sesko tied with 8th with 16 goals in the Premier League. Nowhere near catching Erling Haaland's 29 goals. But overall, our team has been absolutely dominant when it comes to the goal scoring of the season. Sesko with 30, Costantelius with 24, Cunha with 21, Lyle Foster with 18, Mbuemo pitched up with 13, Fernandez 9, Scalvani 7, and Van der Brent 6. So a lot of goals scored there. In terms of assists, no one came close like Angelino, which I understand why he's in the team 11. 21 assists, 19 from Rachu, 12 from Van der Bent, 12 from Costantelius, 10 from Cunha, and then 8 from Fernandez. The rest all couple there. We had a few players that didn't actually score goals in our season. I've got brought up a couple of guys from the youngsters, the likes of Kamarson, Ty Join, had a little bit of a run in the squad as well. In terms of today, we are taking on PSG in the Europa Cup League final, and also have Manchester City in the FA Cup final. 2 huge game for us, 4 days apart. We're doing the PSV game. This is the team that's going to line up, not this team. Let me change the team quick. We doing Verbruggen in goals. This is the team that I was playing for the last few seasons, giving some guys a bit of a run. Scalvani come in there. De Ligt is back from injury, so he can come in there. Yoro is there. He'll be our go-to that side. Ratu is going on the right. Angelino on the left. You can see I did a whole sweep of changes. For Tacey in the midfield. Fernandez going that side. He is back from injury. He's had a bit of a long-term injury. Mateus Cunha on the right. Well, actually, no, Mbuemo on the right. He's been on better form. And Constantelius on that side. And Benjamin Shesko up front. Let's sort out the bench for us. Ty Joik obviously can't play. Foster come in there. The rest of the bench, we need Mainey on the bench. We do need Mainey. Devaney can come off there. He doesn't need to be a Heaven, can come on there. No need to have the youngsters on there. We want to give as much opportunities to the main players. There we go. That is the team that's taking us. Verbruggen, Scalvani, De Ligt, Yoro, Ratu, Angelino, for Tracy Fernandez, Mbuemo, Constantinos, and Shesko. Let's go to the game. Taking on PSV in the Europa League finals. And the game is underway. Good to see two former Man United players playing in PSV colours as well. In their goalkeeper in Kovar, and up front, Vote Weghorst. The big oaf up front. Hoping he can replicate the form he had for Manchester United. I realize I'm very dark. That's better, right? So much better for the light. Lenny Yoro with the free kick to Bruno Fernandes. Goes across to Ratu. Beautiful pass there for Ratu. And he's going to try and bring it up forward. Looking for Mbuemo, who's been on absolutely amazing form. And Fernandes pulls back. Couldn't get the shot in. And a great little stop from the defense. There's Flamingo with the opportunity to stop Fernandes from scoring, and he's done the job, and now they're building up from the back. We need an early goal in this one, I think. This is the type of game that we've been playing mostly is early goals. Kill the game off in the first half, the last few games. We did that against Copenhagen after we beat them 4-2 in on aggregate. We drew the second part 2-2, by the way. That was quite a match. And Mbuemo scoring the, well, one said the winner, but the equalizer to get us the fourth goal in that one. And then against Wolves in the FA Cup, by the way, we absolutely obliterated them. A 3-1 in the end. And Mbuemo picking up a goal in that one with Shesko and Constantelius also on the score sheet. That time we just hit the bar, and there's a resulting corner goal kick is a highlight with Van Bommel. Mario Jr. Back to Van Bommel. Sipo. This is good play from PSV. Building from the back. He has Vote Weghorst dropping deep. He is the lone striker, but look how deep he's dropped in there. Durish on the wing. Looking for options. Goes all the way back to Nagalo. He's trying to get beaten by Fernandes, and he does beat him, but not much. And he's trying again. And Fernandes doing well defensively there. Till all the way back to Mario Jr. That would have been something if that had gone in. Just over the crossbar as well. I think Verbruggen might have had that covered. But whew, that was close. That was something. That was definitely something. Right, we're approaching half-time here. It's still a 0-0. We've been the better team, stats-wise, except for the possession. But we've never really played with a lot of possession. Half-time, it is 0-0. I'm going to shout at the players. I want to see better from them. I need to see better from them. We're going to go straight into the second half. No substitutes needed. Everybody's looking good fitness-wise. Vertesi playing probably the best out of the team at the moment. Been quite solid in that midfield this whole season. The fans were concerned when we signed him. They didn't see him as a first-team irregular. I did. And he's proven to be a good first-team regular. Very, very useful player in that centre mid position. Ratu with the throw-in now to Scavani. Back to Ratu. Looking to add to his assist tally, and he's going long, deep, and to Shesko. And Kovar makes the save there. The ex-Manchester United youth goalkeeper. I don't think he played for the first team. I don't think he actually had any appearances for Manchester United first team. I mean, I could be wrong. Let's make some subs, but I want to see this if he did play. Can we check him? Career stats. Never played for Man United in the Premier League. Any competitive games. He was loaned out to Sparta, then sold to Leverkusen, and then sold subsequently to PSV. 11 clean sheets this season for him. Not too bad. Let's make some swaps. We're looking a little bit rusty out there because Natalia's not playing great. Mateus Cunha come in there. Elsewhere, Fernandez not playing great. Kobe Mainu come in there. He's been an absolute delight to watch this season there. Keeping an eye on De Ligt and Scalvani as well. In fact, I just realized Scalvani and De Ligt are not playing in the right positions. We had them the other way around for latter of the season as well. The tactical switch hasn't happened, but the subs have. Mainu is on the field, and this is Yoro, though, to De Ligt playing in the middle. Goes across to Angelino. Comes inside. Cunha has got some space. He's got options in the box. Finds one of them in Kobe Mainu on the edge. Back to Cunha. Back to Angelino! What a finish! That is why he's wanted by several clubs. Angelino in the Dream 11 for the Premier League. And he's marking that with a Europa League final goal. What a strike from the Brazilian. Absolutely love to see it. Angelino with an belter of a goal. Here we go. Now things are picking up. Cunha and Mainu, the two substitutes, connecting well for that goal. Mbuemo brings it to Shesko. Now we're moving it forward. Cunha with a bit of oomph. Well, bit of lack of oomph. They've given the ball away. Mainu, what a challenge. Kobe Mainu, really been a surprise package this season. Nice ball in for Mbuemo. There's Shesko. That's 2. There you go. 12 goals in 13 matches for Benjamin Shesko in the Europa League. That is goal number 31 for the season. VAR is checking. That's a goal. There's no way they can say that wasn't a goal. That was absolutely brilliant. Mbuemo picks it up in a nice spot here. Shesko stayed on the side. Yeah, he was well on side in the end. It's 2-0. And we could have our hands on a 3rd trophy this season. With the FA Cup waiting in the wings. Ratu to Fratesi. De Ligt. Back to Scalvani. Yoro goes across to Angelino. He's got options in the box. He finds Mbuemo on the back post, and Kovar gets the initial save, and then the block from the defender. In fact, it didn't come off the defender. It hit the bar in the end. But the defender, I think, did enough to put him off a little bit there. We're going to make some more swaps. Guys are looking a little bit tired out there. Looking a little tired. Ratu on a yellow. We'll take him off. Van Brent come in there. Elsewhere, you know what? Shesko's had a good run. We're going to give Lyle Foster a bit of Europa League taste. He's been on good goal-scoring forms, Lyle Foster. As a backup striker, he's exactly what I wanted. Contributing with double-digit goals whenever he's come on. We can't ask more from him. He has done exactly what we needed him to do. But now we need to worry a little bit. Weghorst is through. Weghorst is offside. Classic. Classic. He's still celebrating, you know. If VAR is going to get involved. They haven't fixed that, of course. And we'll know it's not a goal. It is disallowed. We're going to keep our clean sheet for now. Was he offside vote? When you see this pass? Yeah, he was. Just, but he was offside. 100%. Good call from the referee. Good call from the referee. Right. We've got about 9 minutes left of regular time, and they've given the ball away. Mateus Cunha, who's been absolutely fantastic since coming on. Van Brent. Fratesi. Mbuemo. Goes back to Fratesi. Mbuemo. Goes over the top. Lyle Foster, I think, is well offside. Yeah, I wasn't going to celebrate that. Good finish, though. Good finish from the South African. Love to see it. You love to see him score a goal, even though it's not going to count. And I don't know why we need VAR for this one. Like, I saw this one a mile away. He was he was offside before Mbuemo even before Mbuemo even got the ball. That is clear as daylight offside. But it's fine. 2-0. Going to get a hand on another trophy at the moment as it stands. Angelino with the corner. Can we put the cherry on the top? Near post. Scalvani was lurking. Back to Angelino. Brings it in. Mbuemo. Cunha. Gets in. There you go. Mateus Cunha coming off the bench and putting it in the back of the net. VAR is checking something. I don't know what they're checking. That's a goal. That is 100% a goal. There was no way we were actually going to say it wasn't. They thought maybe Mbuemo was offside. Oh, we're getting random lines. Okay, I'm a little confused. I won't lie. First time we ever got lines in VAR, and apparently they were completely the wrong lines. I don't even know why we needed VAR for that. Right, we've got 2 seconds left. Ref can blow the whistle, man. Just blow. We don't need a third goal, a fourth goal. We've given the ball away. PSV are trying. I mean, ref, you can honestly blow the whistle right now. Like, come on, vote. This Land is through. Land scores. I mean, a little too late. Verbruggen could have done a little bit better there. But it's his first goal in the Europa League for Land. I'm guessing it's his first goal of the season as well, because that's FM things for you. I mean, it was a good strike. Verbruggen, I mean, you could have put a hand up or something. But let's just blow the whistle, ref. There you go. It is it. We have won the Europa freaking League, baby. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. You look at that trophy. That is a beautiful, beautiful trophy. And again, not giving it to Fernandez. I don't understand this. Why he's lifting the trophy, but he is. I don't know who that is. I think that might actually be Fernandez because he did come off, right? Yeah, it probably is Fernandez. There we go. We have won the Europa. That's 3 trophies in a row. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. We've got the FA Cup coming. Let's make it 4 from 4, guys. Let's make it 4 from 4. We'll see you at Wembley. Folks, it's FA Cup finals. We're playing the same team that played against PSV. No changes to the squad whatsoever. Let's get into it. Taking on Man City. Right. Oh, it is time to play. It is time to play, guys. We've won the ball early on. That's a good sign that we are not going to run over in this one. We've had some good luck against Man City this season. Hopefully, we can continue that run. We've been on amazing form throughout the whole of the season. Phil Foden coming through for the opportunity of Man City's first strike. Verbruggen saves that fairly comfortably in the end. And he's going to go to Scalvani. De Ligt. Oh, okay, that was the highlight. That was absolutely the highlight there. Right. We need to, like when PSV, I think an early goal could be the one that changes things, although we didn't score an early goal against PSV, and we really stepped it up in the second half when the substitutes came on. Fernandez across to Angelino. Beautiful ball. Good control from Angelino. Fernandez again. Back to Yoro. I've decided to keep De Ligt and Scalvani as they were in the start of the PSV game. Constantelias comes in. It's bobbled around. Came off Nico Gonzalez in the end. It's going to be an own goal. Doesn't matter. Manchester United have taken the lead. Manchester, for the time being, is going to be painted red. Constantelias did all the hard work here. It took the shot. I thought it actually was a hold from Donnarumma. He didn't even touch it. It went straight to Nico Gonzalez, who tapped it in for the opener. Not the best start for Man City. Amazing start for us. It doesn't even count as a shot on target or shot. Look at that. We're winning 1-0 with an XG of 0.00. That is ridiculous, actually, that you can actually have that as a stat at one point. I mean, it's a thing, though. Angelino going for the corner now. To the near post. Fernandez brings it back to Angelino. Going to cut inside. Bruno Fernandes took a wicked deflection. And Donnarumma was up for the save. That's more the United we know and love. De Ligt to Scalvani. Goes across. Rachu. Tried to feed in Mbuga there, but the Man City defense read that well. Rico Lewis out on the wing now. He's going to bring it forward for them, and he's got so much pace. Outrunning Angelino, who's not getting back in time. Rico Lewis all by himself. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what a reply. Donnarumma with the pass. And look at this run from in his own half, by the way. In his own half, just ran, and then nobody closed him down. Yoro just stood there and watched. And that is a goal, man. Like, ew. questions over our defense. Angelino caught in possession. Yoro was out of position, couldn't get back quick enough. That was all Lewis. That was all 100% Lewis. Like, that was good for him. Like, well done. Well done. Verbruggen to Yoro. To Scalvani. Bringing it forward. Rachu. Goes across Mbuemo. Beautiful ball over the top to Benjamin Shesko. One-on-one with Donnarumma. He puts it just wide of the target. You could have bet your bottom dollar Shesko would have put that in. Doesn't miss many one-on-ones. He does on that occasion. Now we can maybe try and get that lead back before the half-time. Building from the back. De Ligt to Fratesi. Shesko, beautiful bring down. Costantelias lets it go for Angelino. Fernandez. Cross to Fratesi. Back to Fernandez. Costantelias. Shesko with the long-range effort. Wow. Almost caught Donnarumma sleeping a little bit there. He was on the wrong foot and managed to get down quick enough. But it's not a lack of trying from our effort at this point. Although we need to get a little bit more into the game. We're not playing great. That wasn't good enough. We need to do better. We need to do better. De Ligt now to Scalvani, who has been probably one of my favorite buys that I have this season. I think him, Rachu, and Angelino, the three of them have been absolutely amazing in the defense in terms of just purchases. And then I've got to give a shout out to Costantelias. A lot of you guys doubted the signing of Costantelias, the board and supporters and everybody watching on YouTube. I saw the comments about whether he was good enough to be in the squad. I think this season Costantelias has proved that he is good enough, and we've brought Haaland down. Dorku has the opportunity now for Man City. Verbruggen shut him down. Scalvani, just picking up how good he was, just gave the opportunity to Man City there, and Verbruggen clearing his lines. He's like, I'm not taking any chances. We're going long. That was a little bit of a costly error from, almost a costly error from Scalvani. Fernandez gives the ball away. Donnarumma deep in his own half. Ake finding Rico Lewis, who did a blistering run to score the goal for Man City. Over the top now, Erling Haaland one-on-one with Verbruggen. It's not going to count. I'm very, very aware of Haaland and his goal-scoring abilities. I mean, he was just offside. And that's, I mean, sure. De Ligt, Verbruggen just walked out. I think the flag went up as Haaland shot, and Verbruggen was like, yeah, I'm not making an effort. I mean, we're struggling a little bit, guys. 60 minutes in, Dorku gives it away. De Ligt wins it, Costantelias, Fernandez. Back to De Ligt, Scalvani. Rachu, need a moment of magic. Mbuemo. Fratesi, Fernandez, beautiful little passing, beautiful passing. Back to Shesko. Oh, come on. That would have easily been one of gold of the season. That was so crisp and so beautiful, the passing. Oh, man, that was heartbreak. Fernandez, come off. We'll bring on Kobe Mainu. Costantelias not playing great. Mateus Cunha come in. We'll do those two swaps again. They worked for us last time. I think at the moment, just those two, we don't really need to change too much else. Cavani not playing well. You know what? Quaresma come in there. A little bit more solid. I'm going to switch those two around like that. Cavani's been, but yeah, not dealing with Haaland, I guess, and because Quaresma is a little bit faster than De Ligt in the middle. So there's my thought process behind that. Quaresma has been putting, whenever called upon, has put in some good performances. Fratesi wins it back. Mbuemo moving it forward. Uses out to Nico Gonzalez, our goal scorer from the own goal. Foden brings it to Haaland. Goes over the top to Savinho. Loses out. I mean, ref. I don't think that was a penalty. Don't think that was a penalty. I don't think there was contact there, to be completely honest. Joanne, thank you. Joanne made the right call there. Well, VAR made the right call there. And Janina does get a yellow card for that, though. I don't know if that was a free kick or not, but Joanne felt like it was. And, we'll just respect the decision of the referee and move on 10 minutes left. We're not doing much. We're not doing much. You know what? This might be controversial. Lyle Foster. Come on in, son. Come on in. Let's get that goal. Rachu and Angelino both looking super tired. You know what, Rachu? I don't really have anyone on the bench. I forgot to put Van Brent on the bench. Oh, I left Dole on the bench instead. You know what? Okay, Patrick Dorgu, come in for Angelino. Oh, this is going to be closing in. I can't believe I forgot to put Van Brent on the bench. I had Dole at number 2, which was a mistake. All right, 3 minutes, 2 minutes left. 4 minutes of stoppages. We've got a corner in the 89th minute. Mateus Cunha stepping over it. We've got some tall boys in the box. Fertasi with the long-range effort. It's fallen to Lyle Foster. What a finish from the South African. Let's go. Is he going to be the hero of Manchester? Lyle Foster. The right place at the right time. Fertasi's, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but it fell to Lyle, and Foster absolutely took full advantage of it. He was another signing that everybody questioned, but he could be the signing that wins us the FA Cup with only a minute left to go. Yes, come on, blow the whistle. Yes, boy. Let's go. Yes. Look at that. 4 trophies in a season. Yeah. Lyle Foster, the South African hero, saving it for the South African manager. You absolutely love to see that. What a moment. What a grand moment for us. Yes. Lyle Foster in the 90th minute has successfully given Manchester United another FA Cup. Manchester is red. Manchester United is great again, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. We've absolutely done it. A Premier League, an FA Cup, a Carabao, and a Europa, all in one season. Let's go, guys. Let's absolutely go. Oh, man, I'm ecstatic. I am so happy. Let's quickly do this. Oh, I'm so happy. There you go. Manchester United, great again. I love it. I love it. 4 trophies. 4 trophies. Well, there you have it, folks. 4 trophies. 4 trophies. Absolutely fantastic. We've made Manchester United great again. Love it. I hope you guys loved it. Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know what to do. I can't even speak. I'm so happy. What's going to happen next, though, is we are going to do a little into the future episode, a little bonus episode, probably about 10 minutes long. Won't be too long. We're going to see what Man United look like in 5 years and in 10 years without me at the helm. Did I do enough to build a good enough squad to really make Manchester United great again? You guys need to tune in for the next episode. I'm not sure when it'll come out. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, early morning. I don't know. And then we're going on to the main storyline. That is the Vaz Club channel. You guys know it. I'm not going to give spoilers. Maybe next episode. Your boy, the Vaz Club, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.